something. So far, so good. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. Hey, Elizabeth. So
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I thought I'd take advantage of your journalistic experience to bring you on first, and we can talk a little about the show, and then we get the show started. That sound reasonable?
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, sounds great.
So how you been?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, just, at home.
Nice, nice. I'm just gonna find one thing that I just made, and I can't find it. So let me just grab it. Yeah, I told you there's always one thing I forget. This is the thing I forgot, so I'm gonna find it now.
Oh, it happens to everyone, don't worry.
That's, there we go. Yeah, what I wanted to show you was just of course we started this whole project, and the inspiration was all the great things that are happening in Camden. So I can't put shirt on tonight. Try to sit up straight. Um, so I put together just a little video that shows the website, some of the recent stuff on the website. So I wanted to share that with you and the whole internet. So here we go. Yeah, so that's of course the website, which you can find camdenlive.com. And I had a really nice chat earlier this week with Lola Young, and she's part of this whole neo soul thing that's just kind of exploding in all directions now. And had a nice chat with her, and she's actually playing at the Jazz Cafe. The Jazz Cafe is open again here in Camden, so she sold that out in about 10 seconds, and it's going to be a great show. So for the people who have tickets, but oh well. And then it was nice actually to see on the rest of the site that we actually have some listings again for a change, because Jazz Cafe and St. Pancras Church are now starting to do gigs again. So if you're brave enough to don your mask and go out in the street, there are a few things to go look at. Of course, some of the listings are completely wrong or canceled, but there's definitely a few things that are not, especially our friends Dorja, who we're going to introduce in a minute. We're playing at the St. Pancras Church. Sorry, maybe my excitement might have spun the wheel a little too fast. You can see that there are listings there at some point. You can go back and have a look. And then also we have all the live streams we've been doing. So we record all of them, and we'll do this one as well. And you can check them all out. We've done 24. This is number 25. And we have the full show, and then we also kind of compress them a little bit as a highlight show. And there's a lot of really cool sounds and music and a lot of new stuff and different stuff. We've had people from all over the world, Japan, Berlin, US. We had some guys from Nashville last week who were great. And of course, people here in the UK. So that's all been. We actually had John Primer, blues legend. I played with Muddy Waters. He was awesome. Ace Cura, he's a heavy metal guy. He played this symphony, and he had power tools out, and he remixed it. It was super cool. So a lot of stuff there to keep people going. And then of course, we want to introduce you, and this is the segue into saying hello to you. So yeah, this is the project you're working on, and all the information's up on the website, so people can go back there later. But that was my my segue into saying hello to you. Hello again.
Hi.
Yeah. So tell us all. Well, just tell a little about yourself. So you're not just raising this charity thing. You have some deep love for music.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not musical at all.
Neither am
I just, yeah. Sometimes we just fall into it, I think. And I was a music journalist for 3 years, and an editor of a music section here in Manchester. And unfortunately, I don't do that anymore. But I do have the privilege of being able to work with a great deal of talent here in Manchester, including some of the people that are on this collaborative album. So a dear friend of mine, John Coley, who's a wonderful musician,
He was on the
and
stream, of
I,
course. That was the connection.
yeah,
He was on the stream. He's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, he's
I
so
have a little
talented, but
picture
he
of
and
him a little
I,
bit.
yeah, so in fact, that's his artwork. So he's a man of many talents.
It is.
But he and
Looks like
I
a watercolor. I
decided
mean,
it
that's
would
actually
be,
quite skilled
I
piece of
think it
work.
is a watercolor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said, what we're going to do for this. And he went, oh, it's all right, I've got something. I went, great, okay,
Very cool.
brilliant. Yeah, so we decided it would be a really good idea to put something together, not only to raise money for two amazing causes. So the National Autistic Society I fundraise for with the Miss England competition, and
You might just a few
and
words
then
about.
the
Yeah,
Rose.
you threw out Miss England, so you're gonna have to fill in a little more detail behind that.
Yeah, so many people might be familiar with the Miss England competition. It's a beauty pageant, however, it's broken away from its slightly controversial roots and works to kind of promote and advocate great causes and also young women. I'm a finalist this year, so there's around 20 to 30 of us now left, and in April we will compete in the final.
Oh, nice.
And a massive part of what we do at the moment is fundraising for great causes, and I'm raising for the National Autistic Society, which is a massive well, it's an organisation that basically helps a vulnerable part of our society. So half of the proceeds of this album are going towards that. And the other half are going towards the Rose and Monkey Hotel, which is a small venue here in Manchester. And I used to work there. So,
Okay.
and John is frequently found on their stage in better times
Or at
and
the
at their
bar,
bar.
right? Or at the bar, right?
So,
Of course.
yeah.
So who
So,
else is on the
yeah.
album? Because I have it. I was very happy to, and I encourage everyone to put in £8 or more. There's no limit. Actually, you can put in as much as you want. And it's a
Yeah.
fantastic
So,
album with all kinds of nice surprises in it.
yeah, it's an amazing album. I mean, I was a harsh critic in my day, but even I, we couldn't have asked for a better collaboration of artists and better work. So we have 7 artists who have contributed to the album, and we have one surprise sort of thing at the end. So we've got Children of the State, who are an amazing Yorkshire, now Manchester adopted band. They're brilliant. We've got Joe McAdam, who's an amazing artist. We've got Neve Evans, again, an amazing artist. We've got John, of course, Coley.
Yeah.
And we've got Tom Moorcroft, Caitlin Gilligan, and London, well, sort of London-based band, The Howlers, as well, have put a track in. So they're all exclusive tracks that haven't been released before and that have been recorded, and they have gifted us very generously for the album and for these very important causes. So you won't find them elsewhere. And it's
Amazing
a
feat to
really,
corral 7 artists together and get them to
no,
deliver something.
it's a lot of organisation, a lot of emails. So we organised the whole thing during lockdown. So it was really
Amazing.
hard to
Amazing.
try and get everyone on the same loop.
Or maybe it's
But
easier because they're all
hence why
sitting
it
in
took
their
a little
house. At
longer.
least you knew where to find them.
I mean, you'd think so, but musicians are notoriously difficult to get in touch with,
Right.
particularly if they go, "Oh no, it's a journalist," which is what they did with me. But
Should
yeah,
have
no,
said you
it's
future
been a massive
Miss England. Maybe that would have made it
England.
easier for
Yeah,
you.
I
Yeah.
should have milked that. Didn't think to do that next time.
So how do they
But it's
decide
a
who
really
wins Miss England? Is there some chance for us all to vote or?
so there's judges. I think there will be voting and stuff, but to be honest, I'm not sure at the moment. There's the finals in April, so the best thing you can do at the moment to support me in Miss England and to support the National Autistic Society and the
Throw
Rose,
some money
which
at this
is
fantastic
yeah,
album
buy the
you put
album.
together.
Even if you can't afford £8, it's a hard times at the moment, and I completely respect that. Even if you can just donate a little bit towards the cause, it would be amazing. And the album is so good, so it's
Album's
definitely worth
top album.
the
Really
pennies.
really nice surprise because
Yeah,
it seemed like maybe the guys made it in the pub one day just with someone holding up a microphone. But it's a
if
proper
only.
mix and production and good tracks and bands that if you don't know them you should check them out because they're
Yeah,
really top.
definitely.
Yeah, cool. All right, so thank you so much, Elizabeth, and
Yeah,
please
that's
definitely
right.
encourage everybody. The information about the charity and the whole program's on our website, or you can I think you had a just giving. Which page was it? Just giving, right?
Yeah. So we have a Just Giving page that you can donate to, and then we will email you a digital copy of the download. So
Nice.
yeah,
Okay. Yes, okay. Let's get on with Dorja. So hopefully you can stick around and have a chat with the bands also. That good? Don't ask them any
That'd be
hard
brilliant.
questions.
Thank you.
They're all kind of in their house relax. So
I'll try not
okay.
to.
Okay, and with that, let's say hello to our friends from Dorja. Hey guys, how you guys doing out there?
Yay! Good.
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good. Mainly because I've been playing your music all day today, which I love. Let's share a little bit with everybody. Yeah, it's great stuff. Really great stuff. And how excited you're actually playing a gig. I think it's like, thank God, and I even got a ticket for it. It's like, what are the odds? Like,
I know, we're amazed.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it when we actually have a gig.
We'll believe it at sound check.
Yeah, when we sound check, it'll be.
Yeah.
so the gig is next Monday, I think, on the 12th, right?
Yeah.
In the St. Pancras Church. Have you guys been there before?
No, I haven't.
We haven't. No.
We've never played. I've seen a gig there, but we've never played there.
I can show you a picture. You want to see a picture of it? Like, so in case, let's say I'll show you.
Just a few.
Yes.
That's what the stage looks like.
It looks stunning.
So cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's gonna be a really
Very
special
like
one.
I don't know,
Yeah, we've heard
Renaissance kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest churches in London.
And she will know because she's a historian.
Hence they
Yeah,
call
it's
it the old church.
Yeah.
Hence
I
the
hope
name.
they'll have the candles out, like in the pictures we saw.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing like a
Great
little bit
Elizabeth
more of
back
a
here.
stripped down set.
You say that like that's a. I was happy to see with the full electric thing and blow the stained glass windows out.
Yeah, in the church, I think it'd be a little bit too much for.
We'll definitely we'll be plugged, but it'll just be a little bit more. Yeah, because the church is.
I'm not going to be on cajon duty. I'm going to
No.
be on hot rods duty, so it's okay. It's still going to be
Okay.
the same arrangements, just quieter.
We'll have amps.
And how'd you guys get hooked up? How'd you guys get hooked up with the gig?
So it's actually one of my friends, the other band playing with us, Black Olives, they're playing too. They are like friends bands, and they had it. They're meant to do it in May, and it's been rescheduled to this time. And we weren't meant to be together. And just like Eileen, our singer, was in the country and happened to just be here right at the right time, and then to use on the things like 16. Yeah, so super lucky. And then they're like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yes, yeah.
I got a gig." Yeah.
I mean, it's a real treat because it's a great venue, and you guys are just going to rip it to pieces. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Really.
And it's nice.
So how's I know Elizabeth? I don't want to let you can feel free to ask some questions.
I was gonna say it must be so strange, kind of going back to playing live after all this time. Are you nervous, or are you just? Is it just gonna be like riding a bike?
The last time we played together was right before lockdown. I think we were one of the last bands that managed to do all the tour before, the restrictions and
Our
everything.
tour finished on the 29th of
February, literally a week later.
We were sat at Calais watching them shut down Italy, going, "Oh, God."
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were doing all the dates, and it was kind of like, the last time we played together. And so we're really excited. We thought maybe we won't even get a chance to play until like 2021. So we're quite excited to be doing a show together and being on stage together again. So
I just can't quite remember what being on stage feels like.
yeah, none of us have done it yet. So this is our first one for everyone. So we're pretty excited, and it's I feel like it's going to be a special night with all the friends and fans stuff. I think it's going to be quite intimate and special. I think.
Yeah, it should be just awesome.
Very.
Yeah. It turns out all you need to be enthusiastic about a gig is to cancel all gigs.
Yeah.
Right, you guys never thought playing in front of 50 people in a church would be this exciting.
Yeah, well, it's massively limited on tickets because.
Yeah, it's too bad. I normally that you can get a lot more people there, maybe 200. So it's a big difference. Yeah. We'll try to make a lot of extra noise, scream, or I don't know, do something.
Yeah, come to the show next Monday.
I'm not sure it's available. I'm not sure you can make noise. That's the whole issue.
I was just watching Pat like that.
You gotta be glad. Yeah, nice. I think that's
really it isn't allowed to
no, because
cheer. Wow.
Yeah. We can improvise. Vuvuzelas.
If it's fun,
Something.
I guess we'll have to. I haven't been to a gig at all, so I don't even know what the protocol is. I suppose we'll have to wear masks and wash our hands all the time.
I'm not sure about masks. You can have a drink and you'll be sat down. So it's going to be sat down and it's spaced out. So it's all safe. There'll be sanitizer. Everything's spaced out. If you have a drink, probably like a restaurant. I think so long as you stay where you are, you won't need to wear a mask. Maybe if you move around, you wear a toilet. Planning wise, I think they stop serving at 10, but the music can carry on as long as the set has to start. Yeah, so the music will probably end about 10.
Oh, so you got a lot of rules to worry about. Someone's going to write all this stuff down.
Yeah.
Nice. And what else are you guys doing? So the band, you guys are in LA and in London, in the UK. How does that work as a band? Because you guys find each other.
Well, we usually only see each other like twice a year, so it's delayed, but it hasn't really changed for us. So this whole COVID thing. Because Ian is in LA. Come usually twice a year.
Yes,
and when we see each other, we tour, we compose, we record, we interviews, photo shoots, video shoots, all of it in like 3 or 4 weeks, super intense, and then we don't do it for 6 months. I mean, we do, but not really. Yeah, so we can't do anything for the actual band. We did during the lockdown as well, but we never finish anything together. We just need to be.
You guys aren't tempted to all move to LA? It seems like live under a palm tree sometime.
That would be sweet. Right now we can't even visit.
Yeah. See how that works out.
Yeah, it's another world to think about all these things. But at least you guys are all together now, and you got the gig coming up, so that's cool.
Yeah. So I managed to escape to fly internationally with all of with everything that's happening. I was lucky to be able to come here. So we're sort of doing our usual, like very intense Dorja's month of fun, which means a lot of rehearsals, writing. We're currently actually recording new material. This is a new lineup, which we're really excited about, with these two wonderful gentlemen joining us in our.
But they're okay.
And they've been a part of the family in Dorja's family for years, so it's very exciting development in the band, and we have new songs and new sound, and it's actually we were sort of a lockdown band before we even
Before it was cool.
Before it was cool, so we could work together like that.
Setting trends.
So we managed to write some stuff in these few months, and we're recording. So I'm still happy that even though we didn't get to tour, we were supposed to be on tour in August, it's still cool that we ended up recording, and we'll have some sort of a result of 2020, that it wasn't just...
We didn't have nothing.
We will still look back on 2020 and be like, oh, that's the year the EP came out,
Right, yeah, so some proof that 2020 actually happened, because I think most of us are happy to wish it didn't. So you'll have at least one artifact of that.
Yeah, so we're excited. We were just in the studio today. We just got back. We've got guitars and bass and drums recorded almost. So it's moving on pretty quickly.
Which studio are you guys working in?
Well, so we are.
Why is that?
No, we're your studio because well, it's not just a good, pretty face and a bass player. Just a pretty face.
Yeah.
Not
even a pretty face.
He also produced the last album. You guys produced this new EP.
Yep.
So
So-
one few months ago, we had this.
Yeah. Today was a day in the garage messing around with guitar pedals, which is my favorite day of all the days. I love that.
Yeah. And the drum sites where I just recorded guide drums right now. We're looking for either recording them in London or in LA, depending on timing and regulation and all of that. But yeah, the drums have to be recorded in another studio.
How has lockdown affected your music? Does it change it somehow?
Well, the EP is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Good question. I think we work better when we're together, definitely. But we've always been a bit distant, so we've always had that pressure of when we're not together. We do stuff.
Yeah.
Then we can very nicely put together reasons and why. So with this one, that probably has affected us. It's not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad. And then when we are
It's
together,
more the actual music, I think the sound is pretty dark, and I think
getting
darker. This year is probably playing it. Yeah.
I can see that.
But it's a little bit apocalyptic as well.
Yeah, it's
So
this is the inspiration that
2020 is giving.
definitely, yeah. There's 2020 has given loads of put a lot of dark thoughts into many people's minds. I think that it was
No doubt. No doubt.
great year. I think we can still manage to get something out of this year, and we're lucky to be getting this out. So we're still exactly, yeah. As long as people are healthy and everything.
Are you guys going to play any of the new stuff at the gig?
Yes, we are. Yes, we're actually on.
So it's going to be the first debut at the gig. No one's had anything yet.
Yeah, it's
Okay, cool.
going to be exclusive, and it will probably stay. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure when we're actually going to have a chance to
play. So
film
then,
them.
so that audience is gonna hear it first, and and then we're just gonna release the EP for early next year. Yeah.
It was like,
We're like that.
Whoa! Chill.
Deadline's just been set. Made official.
okay, cool. Well, thank you guys for dropping by. So if you stick around, Philip Rambow's going to play, and you guys are welcome to continue drinking your wine on the sofa. And yeah, cool. I will see you guys next week. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to meeting you. Thank you.
I have also what do I have here? Okay, so Philip, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, fine.
So
Nice
some
to
people
hear
were asking
both.
me today. They said Rambow's playing on your show, and I said, "Yeah, check this out. You got Rambow. Yeah, there he is. Look, he's gonna pull out his guitar." Philip, you probably never get this. No one ever says, "Oh my God, are you?"
Well,
Rambow?"
I've never seen it actually tied up with video of the
That's
the
good,
person
right?
who's been an annoyance in my life, at least for the last 30 years, or the series. It's not really a person. It's a
right.
It's a,
And you were like, "Oh,
yeah.
awesome, Rambow! What a great name! Great name for it."
No, not any, he's dragged the name through the mud. You know, there's an austere and wonderful group of Cajun musicians headed by, a whole family of great players. Eddie Rambow, spelt that way. It's pretty small in the writing, but my name has got a W at the end.
Right,
Not
right.
that anybody
Of course.
has noticed. It's a rather fine point, but yeah, there's a lot of great musicians down in around Louisiana and Georgia with a similar surname. So I want to make sure that there's a separation there.
Right. I mean, you could do an album, the Lost Rambow Brothers, and bring everyone together for.
Uh,
event or something.
Possibly. But there's a little village in the middle of Germany called Rambow. It's a German pronunciation, so it must be different. But I once had somebody get in touch with me via Facebook and saying, "Are you our long lost cousin? I'm Alfred Rambow from Rambo." And I went, "No, sorry, I made that name up." And that was that was the fastest goodbye to a relationship.
Right. Yeah. Half of my family's Irish, and the Irish always say, "Be wary of long lost relatives. They usually want money." Yeah. I have a little intro clip. Let's play it. Give people a little flavor of what your music's about.
We are oceans apart. Oh yeah, we are oceans apart. Oh yeah, we are oceans apart. There's a fox in the chicken run, a diamond down the loo. The scarecrow's falling over, I don't know what to do. There's a tattered coat in the yard hanging off a stick. Trainer's on a power line, thrown it by a dick. There's weevil in the cotton field, poison in the well. The microwave just caught on fire, the pig up short to hell. Things are not looking good. Things are not looking good. Life don't go the way it should. Things are not looking good.
That could be a sort of a anthem for 2020.
You guess? You think? It's a contemporary ballad that was written last year, and as time went on, it just got a little bit more and more frighteningly true.
Right. But what are you working on now, just to brace us for next year? Anything worse than that, or things got better? Maybe work on that song.
Well, it's a little bit. It's in the planning stages now. I wanted to do songs that are a bit more kind of soulful and ethereal, because the album that came out in 2020 was recorded in 2019, called Canadiana, and it's got a mixture of folky kind of Americana, loosely themed, but there's some country stuff, but there's a lot of jaunty, jocular, wordy songs. And I thought I wanted to get away from that and get a little more of a contemporary kind of big echo stuff, warm and soulful.
Nice.
Having said that, however, the first project that I sent over to my workmate, Malcolm Doherty, has a Dixieland jazz band behind it. It's like I can't help myself. It just the theme. Bop, 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 bop.
How about playing something? We've all been chatting for a while. I think we're all desperate to hear some music. Live music. We're not a live venue, but it's live over the internet, so that's as good as we can get these days.
Okay. I'll do the opening track to the Canadiana CD, which came out in April. This is called American Buffalo. the land of milk and honey, the home of a rock and roll. What became of the American buffalo? What became of the American buffalo? From the Bowery slums to the Hall of Montezuma, from the Hollywood to the great Grand Coulee Dam, liberty inspired the highest hopes of man. Were all those hopes just a castle built on sand? Whoa, 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 whoa. You easy rider. Whoa, heaven to your soul. The land of milk and honey, the home of a rock and roll. What became of the American buffalo? What became of the American buffalo? You'll never find out where you are going unless you know where you have been. An infinity of distraction, seductions of the skin, a legion world when the hand is a sin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here is it rider, whoa, heaven to your soul. The land of milk and honey, the home of a rock and roll. What became of the American buffalo? What became of the American buffalo?
Yeah, great track.
Thank you very much.
So how did you get into it? What got you on the road to being a musician?
That's I'm probably like people my age, the first fantastic inspiration and explosion of interest in contemporary music started with Elvis Presley. So, as my sister said a year or two ago, she said, "Well, you started off as an Elvis Presley impersonator." I was like, "What? I never did that. I do some cool Elvis songs, but an impersonator, not me. I mean, I'd never done that." She said, "Yeah, no, remember when you were a little kid and you'd like pick up a tennis racket and like mime and sing along to Elvis." I was like, "Oh God, that's really embarrassing." I guess you're right. But then there were lots of influences. I was born and brought up in Montreal, and that was a fantastic city at the time for music, because it was a circuit town. The border between America and Canada didn't really exist. And so the same artists that would come up from America came to Canada, came to little, small venues. I saw Little Richard on in a nightclub loads of 3 times, and Muddy Waters and Ray Charles and Tim Harden in Toronto when I moved to Toronto. You'd see great people just in your local clubs. The New Penelope in Montreal, so Frank Zappa with Jimmy Carl Black a couple of times, and Tim Buckley as well. So there's a lot of inspiration, and I did have a performance background, and I did study acting for a while in Montreal when I was really young. But then I made a decision based on insecurity, probably, in terms of wanting to have a skill of some description, which might wind up with me being able to make a crust.
Right. Well,
I couldn't see doing soliloquies of Hamlet on street corners with a hat in front of me collecting money.
Hamlet doesn't bring in too much on the corner.
No, it's hard to prove you're a great actor when you're on your own.
Exactly. Okay. Got a few more songs for us?
Ah, do you want another song?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one that only people who've come to shows have heard, and just in the last couple of months. It's new. It hasn't been recorded, and it's another contemporary ballad. It's a race to the bottom, and there's no end in sight. If I thought for one moment anything would change, I'd be the first to find. The devil's in the detail, but the game remains the same. What's become of a common decency? What's become of a shame? And if that's the new normal, where the truth's under attack, if that's the new normal, I want the old normal back. I want the old normal back. The jackboot and the hammer. We thought they had the day, and peace as the consensus has gone up and flown away. And if that's the new normal, where I want the old normal back. If that's the new normal, I want the old normal back. Yeah, I want the old normal back. I want the old normal back.
Yeah. Good one. I wish the Dorja guys were get everyone back here. There we go. Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we want the old.
So I was listening to what you were talking about in terms of the George guys playing at St. Pancras Church and wanting to get the MO together in terms of what's the correct format. I just did a gig in my local pub in Whitstable at the Duke of Cumberland, which is a great music venue. And because it was raining, they'd been doing gigs in the garden. They've got a very big garden, and it's pretty straightforward in terms of when you're walking around in common parts, you have to wear a mask.
Right.
And then when you sit down, all the tables, it's all table only. And there are tables of 2 occasionally, but mostly 4, 6 maximum. Everybody has to be in the same bubble. So you can talk to your friends and they're in your group. So it worked out quite well. So I played in the Salt Marsh restaurant, which is a beautiful venue, fantastic acoustic and stuff like that. And that was on Sunday night. It worked out well.
Right. Yeah, it's possible if everyone's careful, so it should work, right?
Yeah, for sure. And also, sorry?
Was that your first distance gig? It was your first one?
No, it wasn't. It's actually my first. A couple of weeks I played at the Gate Festival of Sound. I did 2 gigs, a Saturday night which was called Busk at Dusk, along the seafront in Ramsgate, in little sheltered areas that were not, so there were a couple of hundred people walking by. And then the next night I played at the finale of the weeks-long festivities in Ramsgate. Have you guys ever heard of Ramsgate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Most of us are English.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, no.
Actually,
most
no.
of us
No.
are not
I think
English.
it-
Yeah, most of us
no.
are not English.
I've played Ramsgate
Oh,
enough to make up for the rest of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that.
But it's a great music. There are a lot of great music towns around here. I mean, I lived in London almost all my life, from when I was a kid and came over from Canada, and it's been a great city, and it's just not that great right at the moment. It's really having a hard time, and all the venues that I used to play at that you may have heard of, are long gone, and they've been going, at a fair clip. The Jazz Cafe is a great, exception.
Yeah.
And just up the road, I used to play at the Green Note quite a bit.
Yeah, Green Note. I love that place. I miss those.
Yeah,
I was
it's
there like once a
online.
week. I love that place. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're doing some virtual stuff.
Yeah, I hope to do something. I have to get in touch with Amy and see. But every time I've played there on a 3-piece, and to get together in terms of a live stream.
Hey, did you see that
Now that
Dingwall's changed its name, or lost its name, I should say?
no,
Yeah.
what happened?
Vince Power took it over, and
Yeah.
he had some dispute with someone who owns the name, and they couldn't resolve it. So he's changed the name of Dingwalls to Powerhouse.
Oh God.
I know.
Well, I hope. Well, I would say he could have. It would be better if he would have called it Mean Fiddler too. 'Cause I don't know if you youngsters heard about the Mean Fiddler, but that was one of the great venues in North London that made Vince Power powerful and successful.
Yeah. So, but I mean, at least the good news is they're opening Dingwalls back up again. So there'll be some.
Sure, that's
gigs
good. That's
going
good.
on there in November. So they apparently they renovated it, and we'll see. Should be nicer, or at least open.
Well, it was always a great sounding room. I used to play there a lot before it became. There are two phases of Dingwalls. One when it was just attached to a great restaurant, and it was just a hot and sweaty, very limited, sort of sound-wise, tiny stage, and it's good enough for everybody. But then when it moved and they reformed the building, it was much bigger. But it always had great sound and had great artists playing there.
Yeah, no, we could talk about that for a long time. Great place.
Yes, we could.
Okay, how about a few more songs?
Sure, I was just thinking. Okay, that you might. Here's one from an album that I put out on my own label in 2015 called Whatever Happened to Phil Rambow. And I should say this, people always make sure that you say this. If you want to know what happened to Phil Rambow, you can go on all of the, normal outlets. And What Happened to Phil Rambow album is part of a 3-CD anthology that came out in 2020 this year on Cherry Red. So here's one of the songs from that. I've been searching around more than half of my life, clutching at heartstrings, finding trouble and strife. And you came along one cold, lonely night. I was a blind man. You took me in and restored my sight. The light on your shoulder, the touch of your skin, the feelings I'm under, the love that I'm in, the rush of your heartbeat right next to mine. Blush upon your cheek like roses and wine. I've heard all the prophets whole wide world around. They speak the same voice, they make the same sound. The message is a love, babe, love that abounds. The moment is bliss, expressed in a kiss. That's what I've found. The light on your shoulder, the touch of your skin, the feelings I'm under, the love that I'm in, the rush of your heartbeat right next to mine, the blush upon your cheek, like roses and wine. Come to me now, let's make a new start. And just like the first time, I'll give you my heart. Come to me now, in your own time. These roads we cross, these hills we climb, a comedy divine. The light on your shoulder, the touch of your skin, the feelings I'm under, the love that I'm in, the blush upon your cheeks every night. Now the blush upon your cheeks, like roses and wine. The blush upon your cheek, like roses and wine. The blush upon your cheeks, like roses and wine.
Threw the soundtrack in there this time.
It did sound like
Let's
there
not
were a
overdo
lot of
it.
extra. Thanks, John. That's very sweet.
Yeah, even though you know it's not real, it still gives you a bit of a rush to hear some clapping and some
It,
noise.
it did. I thought Georgia's got a lot of friends off camera.
That's right.
Do you want to hear? One more?
Yeah, please. I see we got our friends, the Snowflake guys. They're out there, so at least
All
we
right,
see
so
them now.
they're getting ready.
They're getting ready. So yeah, we have time for another song, please. But I wanted to ask you. There you guys. Hey, Snowflake guys.
How you doing?
Good to
You
see you. All right. Wow, looks like you're in the studio. Looks very posh there.
Right. Well, I was thinking about what to do. I was going to do a bluesy number or a sort of Dixieland dance band number, the one I was talking about before. I think I'll do the bluesy number because it's on the album, and I just heard. I heard the voice of the owner of the record company, Fretsaw Records, kind of guy, do the album.
Move some product, baby. Move some product for us.
Yes, and all of the product is all available on Bandcamp. We love Bandcamp. It's really cool. You can downstream for free if you want to be that way inclined. But you can always check it out on Spotify. As long as you spell my name right, then you'll get to hear what I've done recently. Yeah. But here's one, and I hope you enjoy it. get down. It's fun when you vibe. It's all over town. It's great to be loved. Has something to believe in. But take it from me, it's better to get even. You washed the car, you mowed the lawn, you done your jobs from dusk till dawn. You've been to school, you shine your shoes, you read the paper, you heard the news, you seen the truth, you watch the even. It's time to get even. Once in your life, you get to pick your own fight. You may win, you may lose, but it's you who gets to choose. I used to live in London, as in the UK. I try to get by, I'm doing okay. I work real hard, I work to play. After all these years, got something to say. I try to be nice, but take my advice, get even. Once in your life, you get to pick who you find. You may win, you may lose, but it's you who gets to choose. It's nice to get up, it's good to get down. It's fun when you vibe, it's all over town. It's great to be loved, has something to believe in. But take it from me, it's better to get even. Try to be nice, but take my advice, to get even.
Right, great, yeah. Good track. Really like that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, do you remember, I think he's Canadian, but I don't know if he was Canadian, but he's landed in Canada. Leon Redbone?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know Leon. Leon was a friend of and we used to play a particular Wednesday night gig, a coffee house. He used to hang around the you know that Toronto has lots of big scenes, but the snooker scene was a big thing. Cliff Thorburn, one of the great world champions, came from there. But Leon had a couple of different names, and Leon Redbone wasn't his real name, but he was a man of mystery.
Right.
He would always show up on his own, walked into a gig, played, and then walked away. And if you ever said, "You want to go for a drink?" or anything, he said, "No, that's all right. You know, everything's cool." Just was there to play. He always looked dapper. But the people around the pool hall, they used to refer to him as Sonny. You know, and just playing little gigs. There was an event in the early 70s where the Mariposa Folk Festival, which is on Toronto Island, and there were a lot of really, really big people playing. Johnny Mitchell was there, and I think Neil Young, and a couple of other. But there was a rumor that Bob Dylan was in town, and he was going to come along. And indeed, I didn't see him land in a little boat that came over, because it's a small island just near Lake Ontario, just near Toronto. And apparently, the first thing that he said when he got off the boat was, "Where's Redbone? Where's Leon Redbone?" Which was a career-defining moment at the time.
Wow.
And I'm telling you that story, 40 years later. But yeah, he was a great artist.
He was great. When I was a kid, someone bought us tickets, I don't know, for birthday or something. I think maybe it was a teenager. And we saw Leon Redbone play at Carnegie Hall in New York.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
This was back in the days when a musical set was like 2 hours, and he just kept playing and playing and playing, and it's great. Really.
He always had songs. His thing was to unearth great songs that weren't commercially available, really curating his set and just playing on the guitar. He's a way better guitar player than me, as some of you musicians may have figured out. But he was fantastic to watch.
You sounded pretty good. I can't let that just go out there. I think you're pretty good. So I definitely wouldn't let that drop out there.
I'm gonna have to eat a bit of crow when I get off this tonight. In terms of, I've got people listening who just kind of know the songs really well, and they go, "What happened there?" Anyway.
Okay, well, Philip, thank you so much. Really, really enjoyed that. So it's a great set. And
I've really enjoyed being in a virtual space with a lot of young talented musicians. And Elizabeth seems to have disappeared, but
yeah, I think she went to go
cool.
Polish her Miss England crown or something. I don't know. No, I ambushed her, so it's really my fault. So next time we'll be more prepared, because I think she's actually a very talented music journalist. We might ask her to help us out a little bit more.
Good. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the whole vibe. So thank you very much for inviting me and making me a part of this. I'm looking forward to hearing the Generation Snowflake.
Yeah. Speaking of Generation Snowflake, how you guys doing out there?
Yeah, not too bad. Can you hear us all right?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, good. We can't actually see you. We can hear you. We got the lighting coming from different angles, but we can't actually see you, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're missing on the Dorja sofa. They're like all these gorgeous women musicians, charming looking guys you can't see, and of course two gray hair guys, two old goats like me and Philip. But
yeah, well, we've gone all out on the lighting and the sound effects in here, but we can't unfortunately see you guys.
Oh, so where are you guys?
Sorry about that. We're based we're in Birmingham in a studio at the moment. So
nice.
We did some rehearsal and sound checks yesterday because we can't gig at the moment, so we just thought we might as well get
awesome.
the live stream gigs as right as we can.
Beautiful. I got a little intro clip. Actually, I'll play it. But I think you guys look better now than on the intro clip. But let's just show you what a live gig looked like last time we found it on the internet. Right. You guys hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you still, yeah.
Okay,
I was just taking off my headphones so the rest of the lads could hear through my headphones, yeah.
Nice. So we didn't have a chance to do the sound check earlier, so maybe just play something just so we know that it's all going to sound okay.
Yeah, do you want us to just go straight into our first song?
Just give me
we can do
you
that.
guys could just play a few chords just so I can make sure that it's all rehearsal.
Should we just play a little bit of Waste a Moment just to get a bit of a sound check going? Find a little bit of Waste a Moment. Yeah, we don't know. Just a sound check. Yeah, we'll give you a bit of a third single Waste a Moment for a sound check. Yeah.
Yeah, just give something, just make sure it works.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go. Great. Let me in, took you out, tried to be romantic. I feel alive again, I don't believe in second chances. The sun is up, I stepped outside, and not a single cloud in sight. A gentle breeze passes by, another day in paradise. And when you're down on the shore, tide is out, the ocean is warm. Do you feel the sand on your feet? Come and waste a moment with me, a moment with me, a moment with me. Waste a moment with me, a moment Is that enough?
Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. So I made a few little tweaks, and yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if you guys are ready, let's hear it. Go for it.
Yes, we'll go through first three. So that debut single, Part of Me. It's about just open yourself up to someone and letting someone into your head, essentially. So yeah, it was our debut single. 1, 2, 3, 4. You say to open up, but there's very few people that I trust. And confusion lingers in my thoughts, and the dreams and memories I forgot. But I will show you part of me if you put my mind at ease. There's a darkness that I keep on trying to release, and it keeps burning my heart, tearing my soul, looking for a hand, just something to hold on to. I'm a lover at you. You can see that I'm struggling, like my world is started kicking in. Will it all go back to normal again? And I see come cold again, but I will show you part of me if you put my mind at ease. There's a darkness that I keep on trying to release, and it keeps burning my heart, tearing my soul, looking for a hand, just something to hold on to. I'm a lover of you. Connecting pieces, I've lost myself within my head, and try to fix this. Is damage done? Are we too broken to mend? At a mood crisis, can we get through this? Shall we skip to the end? Shall we skip to the end? But I will show you part of me if you put my mind at ease. There's a darkness that I keep on trying to release, and it's burning my heart, tearing my soul, looking for a hand, just something to hold on to. I'm a lover at you. I'm a lover at you. I'm a lover at you.
All right. I can't hear that. Sorry, that entertains me too much. I have to keep doing it. Great track.
It's cool,
Great
man.
track. The other guys can't hear us, but so I'm just going to talk to you then.
Yeah, if you talk to me, I can fire some questions around as well. Just let them know what you're saying.
Yeah, so just tell us a little bit about the band. How do you guys get together? What's your game plan?
Yeah, so to start with, we was all sort of doing our own thing. A couple of the lads were in a covers band, so Keelan and Anthony are in a covers band. I was writing songs just in my bedroom on my own, not really with any intention to gig them or to do anything with it. And then I was working with a label in London, and what they said was they wanted a band format essentially. So I thought I might as well go for it, put a band together, and Snowflake Generation was born essentially. Yeah, that's the best way of describing it. But yeah, it's just been a good year now since we've been together. I've only been able to gig for 4 months.
2 days ago was our first gig.
Yeah.
Ever. 2 days.
Wow. Cool. Why Snowflake? How'd that jump into your head?
Well, I'll let you take that one. Why Snowflake Generation?
It's everyone really gets offended and they get called snowflakes. It trends on Twitter. It's in people's eye lines, ear lines. People just the word snowflake gets thrown around so much. We thought let's have a laugh and call the band.
Yeah,
Snowflake Generation.
I think there's a bit of like a irony to it as well.
Yeah.
Because our generation gets labelled as soft and everything, but I think at the same time it goes both ways. Like sometimes, yeah, I suppose there is needs to be able to take a joke and do a point. I think it's a bit harsh.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Let's hear some more songs. You guys are all dressed up. Let's go for it.
Yeah, this song's called "Wake Me Up." 1, 2, 3, 4. Trapped in a world that's constantly burning. Fuel it with choices not made by you and me. I'm asking the questions, but nobody seems to have an explanation. So away reluctantly, vision and purpose are blinded by hubris. Is it reported, or are we choosing not to see? I'm asking the questions, not learning, so around and round we go. When help is what we need, I don't believe it. Your words are deceiving. Caught up in your point of view and don't like what I'm seeing. No, I don't believe it. Please tell me I'm dreaming, when it's more of a nightmare. And I want you to be there to wake me up. Can I make a wish to make things better? Said I cannot handle this. Supposed to live and die and take this ride together. I don't believe it. Your words are deceiving. Caught up in your point of view and don't like what I'm seeing. No, I don't believe it. Please tell me I'm dreaming, when it's more of a nightmare. And I want you to be there to wake me up. me up.
Nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So what's the story on that track?
That's an observational song. I'd say it sounds like it's more political, but it's really just an observation of the world. I believe that we do keep going in circles in some aspects of it. I think Lewis is probably the best to ask that one. What would you say your interpretation of the song is? Put him on the spot.
I think it is, like Carl says, it's an observation of the current state of the world.
It's messed up.
You know, people constantly downtrodden and nightmare you want to wake up from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys got to fix this. We're just going to leave you the mess. You guys have to deal with it and sort it out afterwards.
I know, yeah, but we don't get closed that. Yeah.
Right, got it.
But yeah, that's the story of Wake Me Up. That was our second or third single, I think. But yeah, third single. Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms if you want to hear the full version. We normally kit it out with 3 electric guitars, but we've got a bit of an injury, and we thought the acoustic version would sound better with the confined space.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Sounds really good. Yeah, I think keep going. Here's some more.
Yeah, this song's it's actually an exclusive. We'll give you an exclusive. It's a new one. It's called Knock You Down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You tried to ruin this night. I don't know why you think that's alright. When trouble finds you knocking at its door, you should turn around. Instead you keep coming, standing tall and let it knock you down, let it kick you out again. You think you know a little better, instead it knocks you down, let it kick you out again. You think you know a little better, better by now, better by now, better by now, better by now. You keep regretting nights like these, but it weeps while your heart beats. Guess you let another night knock you down, let it kick you out again. You think you know a little better, instead it knocks you down, let it kick you out again. You think you know a little keep coming forward, standing tall and letting it knock you down, let it kick you out again. Think you know a little better, instead it knocks you down, let it kick you out again. Think you know a little better, better by now, better by now, better by now, better by now.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you have to like the other guys can't hear you.
They should get you on the football, you know, when they've got the fake noise in the background, the fake crowd
know.
noise. I think you do a better job, to be fair.
Yeah, you know, I'm an Arsenal fan, so you have to know how to have fake clapping. It's very important with Arsenal.
Wow, I feel that. So, wow. Then again, 7-2 against Liverpool. So what can you do?
That was amazing. That was amazing.
We're gonna win the league.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so tell us more. What's the future of the music? So you guys are obviously in the studio doing something.
Yeah. So we've been recording. We've got a new song coming out on Friday, actually. So New World. That's going to come out on Friday on all platforms. That's going to be really different to our other stuff. I'd say it's definitely our most stripped down. It's basically a guitar and a bit of synth, and then everything kicks in at the end, and we go all big with Anthony on the drums.
Nice.
But yeah.
So what are the influences that you guys like that helps direct you?
Yeah, so for me personally, I listen to a lot of indie rock music, as well as some 80s music as well, like The Cure, 1975 as well. But probably the biggest for me, the first album that I listened to back to back was Code Lines in a Perfect World. Lewis, you've got different influences as well, haven't you? Yeah, yours is very different to mine.
Callum is my influence. I'm only influenced ever since 21. Only Callum.
Yeah, there's like hip hop for you, isn't it? A lot of rap.
Okay.
What are you? Dance music. Everything. Just, yeah.
Right.
Everything, yeah. It's probably the best way to sum it up.
That's good. It's good. Keep the net open. Grab whatever you can.
Yeah. We'll start doing some grime tracks. Nice.
So whatever happened with the label in London? Did you guys get signed up with them, or are you dancing around with them?
No. It was a bit of a loose end, to be honest. Well, I felt like we got dropped, but it wasn't that much of a big deal, to be honest. I think if I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't be in a band now. So it's probably
of course. All these things move you in some direction.
Yeah. So even if it wasn't getting signed to it, it's not the plan at the moment's exposure anyway. So it's just getting our music out there. And then it's just a stepping stone on the way. If it didn't work out there, or if it did work out there, I wouldn't have met these guys and been in a band there. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess the world's changed so much, and you guys have so much technology that you can use to promote yourselves and get the word out and make videos, and it's amazing.
Yeah, luckily we're all pretty good at social media, just playlisting and things like that. We've been doing some teaching of the playlisting. Yeah, Lewis is probably the techiest guy, I'd say. Definitely. Yeah, he definitely are.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys sound great. So this is definitely the one of the best audio feeds I've heard. My headphones. I'm so happy I have my headphones on right now. Actually, hear some nice music.
It's just a shame we can't see it. I mean, hopefully it sounds good. I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah, no, it sounds really good. Sounds really good. Yeah, play some more. Keep going.
Yeah, this song's also an exclusive. We'll give you a couple of exclusive songs. This one's called You and Me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. A long, hard night, a cold, dark night in the city. The stars shine bright, but they're not shining for me. Can I hear you call? And will you catch me if I fall? 'Cause I'm falling down the slippery mess I've made. And my hopes are high when I'm in love with a feeling. Heart wide open, I'm letting in your love. My hopes keep me dreaming of my fantasies when I'm feeling low. And when I'm down, and when I'm out, and when I'm broken, falling to the ground, I'll believe you and me. I like to take risks, get out of my depth and of drowning. And I'll admit it, got a messed up way of loving sometimes. Can you heal my soul? And will you catch me if I fall? And you can take my heart, you know it's yours to break. But my hopes are high when I'm in love with a feeling. Heart wide open, I'm letting in your love. My hopes keep me dreaming of my fantasies when I'm feeling low. And when I'm down, and when I'm out, and when I'm broken, falling to the ground, I'll believe in you and me. Close my head, open my eyes, see the things I have, 'cause I don't need any more than that. It's enough for me that I'm in love with the feeling. Heart wide open, I'm letting in your love. My hopes keep me dreaming of my fantasies when I'm feeling low. And when I'm down, and when I'm out, and when I'm broken, falling to the ground, I'll believe in you and me.
that's great. Good track.
Thank you. Cheers.
Nice. I mean,
That
you
was a
guys
long
got some
story.
good
Must
stuff
like
going
that.
so far. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Do you want us to do it? We've got how many songs have we got left?
As many as you want.
How
As
much
many as you
time
want.
we
You
got?
guys are all
As many as
you're in
you
the
want.
studio. Just keep going. Your fans are loving it. So
Yeah, we'll do our new one. It's called New World. It's coming out on Friday. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. We'll have it linked in all of our social medias, and we'll put a pre-save link up for everyone to get it on the day, to get a notification in case they forget. But yeah, we'll slow it down a bit with this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy come, easy go. I'm undecided, need to make a move, make a move. Living the life, trying to find the truth, find the truth. I've been misguided, but I'm finding you, loving you. It's harder to change, easier to go your way. And when you make a mistake, don't give up so easily. Cause it's you go. I've been deciding on my future. I got excited by the new world. I try tonight, but the truth hurts. I can't believe it, what I'm seeing. Can't believe the things I'm feeling inside. Understanding unfamiliar, like you got the truth within you, carry night. And take away all your pain. I was so young, it seemed so far away. Memories paint a picture of a brighter day. No more rain. Time takes a section, leaves a hole in my brain. When I wanted to stay, cause it all gets blurry when you're gone. But I'll keep alive the memory in a soul. Cause it's you go. I've been deciding on my future. I got excited by the new world. Try tonight, but the truth hurts. Can't believe it, what I'm seeing. Can't believe the things I'm feeling inside. Understanding unfamiliar, like you got the truth within you, carry night. No. Cause it's you go. I've been decided on my future. I got excited by the new world. Try tonight, but the truth hurts. I can't believe it, what I'm seeing. Can't believe the things I'm feeling inside. Understanding unfamiliar, like you got the truth within you, carry night. No. It's a brand new world.
hey, that's a great freaking song. Well done, guys. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. Yeah.
We've got proper into that.
Yeah, well done. Sounded great also. Really, it's going to be that's top. That's really top.
Thank you. Yeah, we like that one. We're looking forward to releasing it because it's something really different to what we've played already. It's a lot slower, but it's quite an intense song when you strip it down.
I would say intense is a really good word for it because it builds and it just really pulls you into it.
Yeah, yeah, he has got really high notes, to be honest.
Can open that window behind you. I think that's probably not going to bring you too much air back there.
Yeah, no, you might have to put a hole through and literally knock through it.
Hey, so you know, so like you know, our whole thing is about live music, and because live music, you know, when you hear recording, that's one thing, but when you see a band play and you get to see the people and how they interact, just the experience is so much better. So I was just curious, like, what are the live concerts that you've seen that you just thought were just the best?
There's a few that I've been to. So I remember my first gig was actually a Macklemore gig, believe it or not. That was a really intense, poppy, uplifting gig. But then I went to the Code Line gig, which was crazy because they've got all of this stuff going on stage, but instead of, it's not really like a mosh pit sort of vibe. It's like everyone's just immersed and just listening, lighters in the air. It's ridiculous. It's probably one of the best bands I've seen live personally. I can't speak for everyone, but what about you guys? Best gigs you've seen live? Is that Kendrick Lamar? Isle of Wight Festival.
I've been going to gigs since about 9, 10. My mother actually got me to gigs.
Really?
So watching Mum play.
Mama talks there.
But yeah, there's loads. There's too much to think of. Obviously, Reading Festival, when I went to see that was something else. Kings of Leon live there, insane. The Cortinas as well.
Right. Cool. So one of your friends, pals out there is really begging you to play Prisoner, or he's
Prisoner.
He's gonna do
yeah,
something.
we can play Prisoner.
Yeah,
is it Aidan by any chance? Is it?
No, some other guy.
Or Dave, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll play Prisoner. One. What you want, say the words I'm not afraid to hear. I'm not getting lost, and I refuse to be controlled by all the things that you have said to me, and all the lies you've led me to believe. And I feel it coming, pushing through, crush the walls in this empty room. The smoke is rising, it clouds my mind, hearing voices trapped inside. I'm your prisoner, and I'm not giving up, and I'm locked up like a criminal. Got no place to hide. Tell me what you want. I know that I'm not good enough, and I've already lost. I guess that I was strung along by all the things that you have said to me, and all the lies you've led me to believe. And I feel it coming, pushing through, crush the walls in this empty room. Smoke is rising, it clouds my mind, and I'm hearing voices trapped inside. I'm your prisoner, and I'm not giving up, and I'm locked up like a criminal. I got no place to hide. I'm your prisoner, I got no place to hide. I'm your prisoner, prisoner, and I'm not giving up, and I'm locked up like a criminal, criminal. I got no place to hide. I'm your prisoner. I'm not giving up, and I'm locked up like a criminal. Locked up like a criminal. Got no place to hide.
Yeah.
Great track. You can see why your friend liked that one.
I think we got an idea it was last. There's a couple of people, either Dave or Aidan.
Yeah. You got a few pals out there. Good. It's good. They got to help. This is what it's all about, is getting people excited about listening to new music.
Yeah, we've got a loyal fan base now, and friends and family are all coming to the gigs, so they're really supportive. It's great to have people so into our music, even when, if some of us are feeling a bit down, they're always on us to just keep going, keep plugging, and it means a lot to us all.
Yeah. No, a band's got to have support, and you give so much energy out to people. It's got to come back somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they get you guys out to Camden, have you guys played at Camden at all?
No, we were meant to play. Was it in April? We were meant to play in Camden.
June the 20th.
Yeah, it was meant to be June the 20th, but Village Alba was meant to be, and unfortunately with COVID we weren't able to do it. Hopefully next year or even sooner we'll be able to come down and play.
Yeah, we'd love to see you guys down here.
Yeah, we'll go for full set then, all 3 guitars, a full drum kit.
Wow.
And go on a mad one. Yeah. Be completely different. This is quite tame with 3 guitars. It's very loud.
That's great. Well, we got time for one more. If you guys have the energy still, you've been working pretty hard. I don't want to strain you.
Yeah, sure. Should we go closer? Big finish. Yeah, this song's called Closer. We recorded our EP here at RB Studios. So this is on the up and coming EP. Hopefully we'll have it out to you soon. 1, 2, 3, go. You let me down. You let me down. You shut me out. You told me things I needed to change just to turn this around. You fed me tales of fantasy. You showed me lies in the form of a dream. Now you fall so proud. This screen isn't blinding me now. Closer this time, baby, please. You know I've been shut down before, but I'm back up on my feet. Closer this, baby, please. 'Cause I've forgotten what I want. I know I gotta have it. No falling for it twice, I paid the price, and now I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. know I've been shot down before, but I'm back upon my feet. Closer this time, baby, please. 'Cause I've forgotten what I wanted, now I know I gotta have it. Not falling for it twice, will be the price, and now I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And I feel it's closer, making more chance that we have, but making it big. I'm ready to go. It's all on my own, and you ain't seen the best of me. I'm closer this time, baby, please. I'm closer this time, baby, please. Closer this time, baby, please. You know I've been shot down before, but I'm back upon my feet. Closer this time, baby, please. 'Cause I've forgotten what I wanted, now I know I gotta have it. Not for it twice, will be the price, and now I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, great track.
Thank you. Glad you like it. Yeah, hopefully we're not too sure. We haven't got a release date for the EP. Still all in the works. We've been chopping and changing a few things at the moment, but yeah, we're looking forward to releasing it.
Yeah, you live with these songs for the rest of your life once you write them. Just out there.
It's a legacy.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, thank you for having us, by the way. We've really enjoyed it. It's been our first gig, a virtual gig we've had in a while, since the beginning of lockdown. So it means a lot for you to have us on. Thank you for that.
No, it's great. Really enjoyed it. You guys sounded great, and really looking forward to hearing more from you guys over the next months, years. Just keep cranking it, keep working it.
Thank you. Yeah, we would play for hours if we could.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Cheers for having it.
No, that was really great, and keep us posted on the stuff. We'll put the articles up on the site, and then when you have the new stuff, let us know. We'll make a little extra post to it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I see Philip's back for a second. Maybe he wants to say hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Philip, you out there still? Oh, I lost him. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's enough for me tonight. I'm going to go grab a beer and get some food.
Yeah, have fun, man. You've earned it with the sound effects there.
All right, guys. Well, cheers. Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.